Good morning, my friends, and welcome back to Coffee Talk. I am Coach Roxanne, and you are joining me live on the Better Body Fitness fan page. Happy Thursday! A little Blur's Day Thursday. It's like holidays and summertime. It does get a little nutty, but now I know that some of you mamas out there, you are counting down the days. I know you are. I hear it. I see it. Kim, good morning. Kim, are you counting down the days, or are you one of those moms who's like, no, I don't want summer to end. I love having my children home. Or can you not say? Tammy, hello. I love it. Who's ready for their kids to go back to school? This is my second year with no children going back to school. It's very bizarre. But so today I'm taking the granddaughter school shopping. So that's kind of fun. I'm a cool grandma like that. I'm just going to say it. Lynn, good morning. Tammy, good morning. Happy Blur's Day. Beth, good morning, my friends. Amber, well, hey. Good morning, Deanna. Good morning, Barbara. Good morning, sweetheart. That's just the best. That is the best good morning ever. Who else do I got? Deanna, I love summer. I'm not asking you if you don't love summer. I'm just saying, are you ready for the kids to go back to school? That's all I'm asking. Whoa, Kim, I can't wait for my teenage daughter to go back to school. Oh, I remember those days, the teenage daughter. I got to give myself a little here. All right. Okay, good. I remember those days. Chris, good morning. Carrie, good morning. Michelle, good morning. Coach on BBF Land. Peeps, Erica, good morning. I think I found a spot with good cell service. Please take my daughter school shopping. I'm only taking Piper because she's cheap yet. She's still cheap. I remember taking Wilma, and I'll tell you what, I could not pick anything off of the rack. Because if I picked up anything to show her, she would say, that's your style. I learned early on, like, it pretty much got to a point where I was like, can't you just go shopping with your friends? Like, here's the money. Just go shopping with your friends. You need to get this, and this, though. No. Tracy, good morning. Kirsten, good morning. Beth, I'm counting out the days for them to go back to school, but not me. I know, Mama, I know it. Heidi, good morning. Nicole, good morning. Lori, good morning. Erica, good morning. Tracy, no, not ready for school. Coach and Clutch, it's Thursdays. Cheers to that. Hootsek, because we're not cool, right? Silly teenage girls, that's right. But now my daughter misses me every day. Now every day she misses me. And now she makes little like, oh, maybe, did you keep my room the same so if I come back, it's still there? Oh, how the times change. So mamas, just deep breath. It gets better. I promise. I don't know that I could have told you that 5 years ago or 4 or 3 or 2. But I can tell you now, it does get better. Amy Dobeck. What do you say, Chuck? Dobeck?
Yeah, make like dough and roll.
Make like dough and roll. Chris, I was always ready for the boys to go back, but not ready for me to go back. I get it. Erica, we did Stitch Fix for back to school shopping. I saw you post about that, and let someone else pick the clothes. Less stress and less time. So smart. Beth, I'm not ready either. Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh my goodness. Lisa, good morning. It's all right. Right? Like the winter goes by so fast. The school year goes by so fast. Right? That's what we're going to tell ourselves. Jenny, hello. Tracy, my daughters didn't want my suggestions when shopping, but borrowed from my closet. Oh yes, Wilma wants to borrow one of my dresses this weekend for a wedding. So good morning, Coach. Happy Blur's Day. Jill, good morning, Pam. The styles today make me feel like I'm school shopping for myself back in high school. Yes, I was at Target and I was like, this is interesting. It's like being back on the farm. Deanna, same. Daughters don't want suggestions. Beth, yes. All right, my friends, we got to get on with the show. The title of today's show, and it was inspired by my good friend Michelle Dalkey. Shout out to you, Michelle. You've had me thinking about this for 2 days. The title of today's episode is You Can't Eat That. Don't eat that. Put it down. And I even have thought about some of you who said, I wish you could follow me around all day and hit things out of my hand before I put them in my mouth. And it's funny, right? It's cute in the moment we say those things. But what if I did for one day? What is it that I would be hitting out of your hands? What is it that you're consuming that I should follow around to hit out of your hands? I don't want to say there's the issue with that, but here's the issue with that. We've started to demonize foods, or we start to demonize when we're eating the foods. I've heard people say now for months, I have to stop snacking before bed. I have to stop snacking before bed. My question to you is, why? Why do you need to stop snacking before bed? Is it because you're eating something that you shouldn't be eating? And again, what would that possibly be? Because I know I haven't told you that you aren't allowed to consume something. If there's anything I think I've warned people about the most, it's alcohol. But I still have never said, don't ever have alcohol. Will it affect you in your sleep and all of that happy stuff? Of course it will. But I don't think I've ever said you cannot eat or drink this at a certain time of day. Somewhere along the lines, we've started to demonize our evening snack. And it got me, I love my evening snack. I have an evening snack probably 4 or 5 times a week. Sometimes it's the Halo ice cream with some Lily's chips, or it's the Halo ice cream with some sugar-free Hershey syrup, or it's yogurt with Lily chips, or it's cheese and fruit. Like I've shown you guys these things. Like I talk about, where did we come up with the, I'm not allowed to have a snack at night. I'm not allowed to have a snack before bed. I wrote so many notes about this. You don't have to give up your snack, especially if that's one of the things that in the past has made you fall off the wagon. If you love your evening snack and when you can't have it, all of a sudden you start feeling deprived, what's going to happen? You're going to fall off the wagon, and then you're going to totally binge probably on Friday and Saturday, which I'm wondering if that's what's happening for some of you. Monday through Thursday, we're like spot on. We think that we have to be perfect. We think we have to eat, we have to have our smoothie, and then we have to have our 3 main meals and maybe a snack between meals, but then we demonize the snack at the end of the day. Why do we do that? Where did that come from? Deanna, my friend, I'm not calling you out, but I know you love your popcorn. Have your popcorn. What we have to do is make it fit into our day. We have to make it fit into our plan. Sarah Robertson went on her bike ride. Was it 2 weeks ago, Sarah? And she had every intention of stopping at Cronuts to get her treat and worked it into her plan. We didn't demonize it. We didn't talk anything about, just make it work in your plan. How do you make these things work in your plan? Now, if you're saying, but Roxanne, when I have that snack at night, I don't get any results. Well, I want to say back to you, why do you think that is? Do you really think it's because you're having a snack before bed? Or is that snack pushing you into a calorie surplus, which then is creating the no results? Or are you still really getting results? They're just slower than you want. So in turn, the words that come out of your mouth are, I'm not getting results. I really want you to think about this because I don't want us to demonize food. Do you love M&Ms? I know people who love M&Ms. They want to have M&Ms every day. How do you make it fit into your day? Do you go buy the little small single packs and you have your little pack of M&Ms at the end of the day? Will that bring joy to your life? Will you be happy? If so, then do it. Do you love having your glass of wine at the end of the day? I'm not telling you not to do it. What I'm telling you is, what is that doing for you? Is it pushing you over in your calories? Are you getting poor sleep? Can you have 4 ounces and be content? Because the second we say, I'm not allowed to eat this, I'm not allowed to drink this, what happens? It's all we think about. It's all we think about. And when we finally cave, we end up eating 3 or 4 times more than we normally would have. I'm going to be honest with you. Last night I sat down and I've told you all for I don't know how long now that I have the stuff for my s'mores out in the garage. I got it out last night. I sat down on the couch and I had cold s'mores and I enjoyed every single bite of it. I loved it. Did I feel great after? I felt a little full. Did I wake up this morning with regret? Not 1 ounce. Not 1 ounce of regret. That moment is not going to put me back in my results. It was a moment. I got up today. I just had my protein shake. I got my workout in. I'm having my coffee. Nothing changes. Nothing changes. Right back on plan. Now, if I would have sat there and been like, oh, I really want to have those s'mores, but I can't do it because I'm on a diet and I really want to see results. And then I go to do a weigh-in or I go to do whatever. I go to take measurements or pictures and I don't see, am I going to come back and be like, oh, it was those s'mores I had on Wednesday night. Done. Totally ruined my success. Of course not. It's a moment. It was wonderful. I enjoyed every single bite. Do I do that every night? No. I probably haven't done something like that for 8 to 10 weeks, maybe even longer. This is not about deprivation. This is why we have the yo-yo mentality. We're on, we're off. We're on, we're off. I can have this. I can't have this. People will look at what I post for my food. You have toast every morning? I love my toast. You can eat a bun with a burger? You eat rice? Yes. Those things did not make me fat. Those things did not get me to 240 pounds. The overconsumption of them did. I can't even tell you I was eating fast food all the time. I was eating buffets all the time. I was consuming alcohol all the time. None of those things got me fat. It was the overconsumption of all of those things that got me fat. It was the lack of movement and the overconsumption of those things. I was eating probably 4,000 to 5,000 calories a day, burning maybe 2,000 if I was lucky. That's why I got fat. Those foods didn't necessarily make me fat, but somehow we go back and we say they did. How many of you say, I can't eat carbs? Oh, I can't eat carbs. They make me fat. Unless you are truly diagnosed with an intolerance, those foods aren't really making you fat. Maybe you are over consuming calories. If you're getting on the scale daily and your weight is fluctuating, that's not the food you're eating. Maybe for a moment because you haven't taken a poop. Maybe you're sore from the workout. Maybe you're dehydrated. Maybe you're whatever. But it's not because you ate a piece of bread. We have to stop demonizing food, my friends. It truly is, at the end of the day, for 99% of all Americans, we need to be in a calorie deficit to lose weight. Now we take that to an extreme where we think we have to be in 1,000 calorie deficit or a 1,500 calorie deficit, which totally whacks our hormones out. And our body doesn't know what to do with that either. It's why we need to focus on the slow and steady. We need to have patience with the journey. How many of you think you've hit a plateau and it's been 2 weeks? If you truly 8 weeks, 10 weeks later, still nothing has moved, no inches, nothing's different in your pictures, yada, 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 then you might have hit a plateau. What would my suggestion be? Bump up your calories a little bit. Look at how much protein you're eating. Don't go crazy. I know some of you want to hop on the next thing. You're like, okay, I've got the 4 S's. Awesome job. I think I need to diary track. Okay, great, go ahead. Things are still slow. I think I need to calorie track. Okay, go ahead. Things are still slow. I think I need to macro track. Okay, go ahead. I think I need more steps. I think I need a double workout. My friends, we gotta slow down. We gotta slow down and enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey. It is slow and steady, but you're not in the same place you were a year ago, and you won't be in the same place a year from now. Give your body some time. Stop putting so much pressure on it to see something every single day. It just doesn't work like that. When you were gaining your weight, I'm going to bet that you didn't look in the mirror and be like, oh yeah, there's that pound, I see it. Oh yeah, there's that inch, I see it. No. One day you tried on a pair of pants and you were like, oh my gosh, what have I done? You probably weren't even getting on the scale, and one day you got on the scale and you said, oh my gosh, what have I done? It didn't happen every single day for you. It didn't. I know we want to think it did, but it didn't. We need to slow down and we need to let our bodies just give our body a break. take some time and just enjoy the journey. If you want to have toast for breakfast, have a slice of toast for breakfast. Make it work in your plan. Again, you're going to have to do some sort of measurement, right? So you know what's working and what's not. What's the quote, Chuck? What you measure?
What is measured is managed.
What is measured is managed. What is measured is managed. If you're burning 2,000 to 2,500 calories a day, why not eat 1,700 to 2,200 calories a day? You don't have to live in this world of extremes. Don't lock yourself in that box of, I can eat this, I can't eat that. Because that's only going to set us into a spiral the second we don't have willpower. The second we lose motivation, where do we find ourselves? Back in the pit where we were before. Back in the pit we wanted so badly to get out of. All right, let me see here. I see a couple comments. Deanna, love my popcorn. I either go upstairs before it's made or I have a bowl without butter. I love it. Why give up something that you love? Is it truly hindering your results? If it is, how do we figure out a way to make it work? Sarah, best advice ever. I feel like I'm a normal person. I love that. Teresa, stop the shaming. Amen. But going deeper, doing deeper inquiries, good. Yes, you have to be your own detective. Is there something you love? Is there something you love? If it is, how do you make it work? Now, again, when we talk about alcohol is like the one thing where I'm like, you just got to really listen to your body. Can you have a little bit? Can you have just enough where it doesn't affect your sleep, where it doesn't cause you to have cravings? Alcohol's a tricky substance, it is. But if you love to have, maybe you love chocolate. Do you want to have a little, they have those little squares of the Hershey's, whatever. Do you have 2 or 3 at night? How do you make it work so you don't feel like you're living inside of that little box? Who else do we have? Pam. Yes, all about mindset. We don't plan to fail. We fail to plan. Yes. That, and as Chuck says, that will be on my gravestone. What's your plan? If you want something, how do you work it in? How do you work it in? For those of you out there who feel you've been successful at doing that, how do you do that? Beth, I had Starbucks for the first time in months yesterday and I loved every sip. I will tell you, I love my Starbucks. When Chuck and I are going somewhere, I will program out my day and I will work my Starbucks in. Does that mean that I'm giving up something? Does that mean I might give up my toast that day? Maybe. But which do I want more? Do I want Starbucks? Do I want toast? Is it one slice of toast? Do I just have both? Do I just maybe eat for maintenance that day? It's all about the plan. It's not about the deprivation. Charlene, very true. When I tell myself I can't have it, then I crave it even more. Every Saturday I work in ice cream. I work in my ice cream. I look forward to my Saturday night ice cream treat. I actually enjoy it even more that it's not an everyday thing. I love that. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. No guilt, no shame. We work those things in. Sarah, ate Pirate's booty yesterday and was starting to feel a little bad, but it was tracked and measured and part of my day. Love not having guilt. I love that. I love that. Sarah, I had the booty last night for a snack too. Oh, you ladies. Michelle, slow and steady. Scale hasn't moved, but the tape measure has. I'm keeping on what I've been doing for 4 months. I love that. And that's where when we say we've hit a plateau, I will never believe that for a second. Not that I think that you're lying, but I think we don't want to look at the big picture. We look at the scale, and when it doesn't move for a week or two, we instantly think, oh, I've hit a plateau. Oh, the program's not working. Oh, I probably got to cut this out, or I probably got to do more. No. Give your body time. Your body's going to change how it wants to change. It might be inches. It might be muscle. The scale might not move. You might be holding on to what we don't know. You just gotta chill out and give it time. And I'm very serious when I say 8 to 10 weeks for a plateau, because you just don't know what your body is going through. And if you try to beast mode a result, I'm going to guarantee that it's going to backfire on you. You might get it. You might get to see the scale drop tomorrow. But I don't know what's going to happen next week for you. Will it come back even more? Will you end up binging because you beast moded that result? I guarantee if you think back to when a lot of you who said, oh, I've never been able to stick to a program. Why not? What's happened? I'll bet that some of the things I'm saying sound very familiar to things that have happened in the past. What else? Dawn, I live by moderation. I love it. I love it. Carrie, I feel like when you start your day with a workout, it sets the tone. It makes it a lot easier to make that healthy choice or consume that treat without guilt. Yes. And again, this all comes back to if you feel like you're not getting results just for a little while, keep the things in. Don't just take them out. Keep them in, but measure them for a while. Track them. Is it overconsumption that's happening? Is it lack of hydration? Like, what's missing? Don't just think that there's one food or one thing that's happening that's causing you not to get results, because it's going to be an accumulation of a couple of things, my friends. Carrie, yes. Jill said to Jason, agreed. I love it. You guys are amazing. Dee Dee, I keep reminding myself this is a lifestyle. And if it is in my plan, then it's okay. I think this has been the biggest hurdle, not feeling guilty as much. And even if something does happen off plan, we talked about this yesterday. What do? You get back right on track. You don't slash the other 3 tires. You get a flat, you fix it, you move on, you keep going down the road. The old Roxanne, I could have eaten those s'mores. I probably could have eaten 10 more, and I would have felt guilty as heck. I would have woke up today sad and depressed. I would have gotten on the scale just to solidify the fact that I did something I shouldn't have. That's what the old Roxanne would have done. I enjoyed it. It was wonderful. I enjoyed every single bite. I haven't had my s'mores yet this year. I loved it. I loved it. It's not going to keep me down. So if you feel like you're hitting that plateau, as I know some of you feel you are, bump up your protein for a couple of weeks. See what happens. Maybe just eat 100 or 200 calories more. Don't do anything crazy, my friends. Really ask yourself, what's working? What's not? What am I willing to sacrifice? What am I not willing to sacrifice? How do I make that work in my plan? All right, my friends, that's where I'm going to leave it. Join Coach Chuck today for the last nugget of the week at noon. Together, we will be tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. And then, of course, on Saturday, 7:30 a.m. We're going to sweat 60 minutes. It's always a good time. I'm going to see if I can't get Coach Jackie here for Saturday. We'll see what I can do. All right, my friends, I love you all. You're absolutely amazing. Go out and have a fantastic day.